Billionaire. Onyedi, gosh. Chopping and spend.
The money. There is no
that has been the sound that has been ringing in my head since like last week. I feel like everywhere you turn to, if you open social media, if you open your phone, it's just
at this point, if you've not made a TikTok video with that song, then you're dolly.
Chopping and spend. Welcome to the show, guys. This is Feast on Butter, brought to you by Upfront and Personal.
That's right.
If I'm not excited for anything, I'm excited that finally the long January is coming to an end.
Yes.
This is the last day in the month of January.
I agree, AB. People have been talking about how this actually is the shortest January ever.
But it was long.
I mean, we're already on the last day of January.
I can't lie to you.
Was it long?
It was long. No lights, no fuel, no money. There's a lot that's happened this January. Just this January, I mean, a lot of deadlines that were set are now being moved. I'll start with the PVC collection.
Yep.
So according to the former information that INEC released to the general public, 31st of January was supposed to be the last day for PVC collection, but now they've postponed it and given us more time to be able to collect our PVCs for those that have still not collected. So 5th of February is the last day. And
also there has been an extension for all those who have been going to banks, calling their banker friends, oh, I need new Naira notes, come and change and all that. People have been talking about how bankers are really, becoming kings.
See, people that are balling now, full attendance.
Yeah, bankers.
Because like right now you have to check.
Yeah.
Yo, do you know that I saw on Twitter that someone tried to pay for plantain in the market and was trying to do transfer.
Wow.
Yeah, and like market people were like, give me new notes. I don't
even to change. Now I hear that people are collecting money to
extra
change
money,
for you and all that.
Actually,
and there's now being like counterfeit of the original.
Wow.
Did you hear that as well? Yeah.
I've not heard
that.
But
we're super excited. It's been extended to February 10th.
Which is a good thing. You
still have the time to get your new Naira notes.
Why people are looking for new Naira notes? Someone is slapping someone with new Naira notes. Did you see that video of someone slapping Yaya?
I did.
And Yaya pushed him off the stage. All right, guys, there's so much we have to talk about, but you have to find out after the short break. Don't move a muscle. This is Feast on Butter.
Everyone deserves luxury. But luxury means different things to everyone. Luxury can mean appreciating the scenery of nature and stepping out to bask in the warmth of sunlight. Sometimes, luxury is savoring the satisfying and huggy taste of Amstel Malta Ultra. Other times, luxury is having enough selfie moments with your bestie. But in the end, real luxury is choosing your way to live. Amstel Malta Ultra. Choose your way to live.
Fuse Unbuttered.
Welcome back. This is Feast on Butter, brought to you by Upfront and Personal. ABA Kings here with
Medici.
As
always,
Medici?
I'm good. I'm great.
You're waiting for February, Abby?
Yeah, the shortest month.
February 14 on your mind.
See, every day is February 14 for me.
Oh, really?
You
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
God, when? Let's get into it. Today, we're going to be talking about something very interesting and controversial. Every time, everybody is saying, I mean, comparison is something that will never end, but I mean, we have to actually shed light on some things and illuminate the public to understand the difference between these things. So today is Skit makers versus the nightlifers. This is relatively a new industry, because if you look at the skit making industry, it's less than 10 years when it comes to the lucrative parts.
I feel like more, I think in 5-6 years.
I'm even going to talk about the lucrative part. I feel like skit making has been existing like since, but they just do it for probably trying maybe like commercial purpose or trying to push something.
Trying to push an ad or a brand.
Or like a show. Basketball and movie have some skits that you can date back to like 2012.
I think I also remember Julius Agu
and people like that.
Yeah.
But these were the times where it was not really thriving as it is right now. But right now they're making so much money from it. And
so we hear, but I
mean,
you can't just.
I would not really say so we hear. So I know.
So we hear.
No. I will also say so.
How do you know?
Because like I'm in close proximity with a couple of them that actually I know that they're making big bag actually.
Really? From skit making?
Yeah, from skit making.
Like you do a skit today and tomorrow you're riding Benz and you can't give an explanation. Thank you, Jesus.
Tomorrow. It doesn't happen like at the snap of a finger. It takes.
But we've seen some skit makers actually come out and the next day they're telling us, not of course literally, like few months down the line, I've gotten Benz, I've gotten range.
Those are the ones that we need to go and open their cupboard and check the skeleton that they have.
So at the end of the day, skit making is not as lucrative as people make it seem.
I beg to differ. I really beg to differ because like these guys are really achieving a whole lot that some people, even in the movie industry, would take like almost a decade or a lifetime to like achieve when it comes to like financial status.
I agree. From the top of my head, I can mention some skit makers that really do. I mean, Mr. Funny,
that doing well, macaroni, yeah, Josh Too Funny,
exactly. So those ones you can actually say,
Nasty
okay,
Black.
yes. But there are some people.
So what are the people? Mention them. She's about to break this table. Mention them.
So I'm only going to talk about people that I know have evolved, but I'm just saying that it is not as lucrative as it is. I mean, comparing it to stage comedy, stand-up comedy, we've seen people, I Go Save, Basket Mouth, Bovey.
Yeah.
Why do you think those guys have not ventured into skit making if it's really lucrative?
So here's the thing, I might not really be able to emphatically give a good reason for that, but I know that there's a very clear-cut difference in delivery when it comes to skit making and stand-up comedy. The result is instantaneous,
which
for
is why
comedy.
I feel like it's not as lucrative as people think it is, because do you know what it takes to do a skit?
It's lucrative.
Do you know what it takes to do a skit?
People sometimes manipulate the numbers. People just want. I mean, it's the numbers that make you make the money. Trust me, that's what I believe.
Okay, let's talk about what it costs. I mean, you have to get equipment, you have to get people, you have to get crew, you have to get cast, and that costs a lot.
Yeah.
And the next year, telling me you're making billions.
So,
how?
No, not be
millions. Yeah, millions.
So here's the thing, most of the time, these skits that they put out on social media and platforms are less than 10 minutes. All right, they can produce about 3 or 4 in a day.
That cost how much?
And I mean, it will be cost effective. I mean, they will be able to. I don't know. I can't tell you.
So these are the issues.
Don't put me in that box.
These are the issues, Avi.
Everyone deserves luxury. But luxury means different things to everyone. Luxury can mean appreciating the scenery of nature and stepping out to bask in the warmth of sunlight. Sometimes, luxury is savoring the satisfying and huggy taste of Amstel Malta Ultra. Other times, luxury is having enough selfie moments with your bestie. But in the end, real luxury is choosing your way to live. Amstel Malta Ultra. Choose your way to live.
Views Unpotted.
But of late, people have been tagging the conversation that Yamuli had recently in an interview, saying that he makes so much money. He's a nightlifer, actually. And by nightlifer, we mean is a club PR that brings people to like clubs. And he's not the first or the biggest in the game. I mean, we can keep mentioning people like Pretty Mike is also a nightlifer. In fact, he's a showman. I think arguably Pretty Mike is the greatest showman in the history of Nigerian entertainment. Do you agree?
That I agree.
And he's someone that has been in the nightlife business for like the longest. You know, if Pretty Mike is having any event in a club, or you get me, don't worry. When it's a shutdown, it's a shutdown. And Yamuli, actually, if we look at it right now, Yamuli probably has been in this business and is now reaping the fruits. Maybe 3-4 years now. I can say maybe 3-4 years right now. And he's making big bag. He made a statement recently saying that he's probably making in one night what skit makers would make after shooting about 7 skits, which I honestly, honestly want to stand and literally say that it's a lie.
So I'm not disputing the fact that Yamuli does other things. I mean, he's also an influencer, he's an actor and all that, which of course brings him back.
Wait. Marichi, is it just an influencer and a nightlifer?
Same question I'm going to ask. Are they just skit makers? Are they just skit makers? Because apart from the people I just mentioned, I can't count. I mean, you see today, someone else is coming that I've never even heard before. We've not even seen their growth. We've not seen their process. And just they're telling you, oh, I've made so amount from skit making. How?
I was going to say that there's this new skit maker or comedian, as Funny Bros, making so much money right now.
I don't even know his name. I've never even heard of that.
There are still people that do not know Yamuli. And yes,
who doesn't know Yamuli? How?
This is someone that has claimed that he's making so much money, or he's making enough that skit makers might not even be able to compare to what he's making in just one night. You know what, guys? We still have a lot to talk about, but stay with us. We'll be right back after the short break. Don't move a muscle.
Everyone deserves luxury. But luxury means different things to everyone. Luxury can mean appreciating the scenery of nature and stepping out to bask in the warmth of sunlight. Sometimes, luxury is savoring the satisfying and huggy taste of Amstel Malta Ultra. Other times, luxury is having enough selfie moments with your bestie. But in the end, real luxury is choosing your way to live. Amstel Malta Ultra. Choose your way to live.
Fuse Unpotted.
There's so many things that I can use to tackle a statement about making all that they make in 7 Skit. First off, these guys do not shoot skits just to make money instantaneously. They make their money from commercials, basically from endorsements. How many nightlifers have endorsement? First
okay, so before we even get to the endorsement,
how many endorsements does Yemoli have as a person? How many does he have?
Before we get to the endorsement, have you seen their process? Have you seen the process? Have you seen what they've been through? Have you seen the years they've evolved? I mean, you can't just start getting commercials, start getting brands to endorse your skit just like that.
A lot of nightlifers are dependent on forgive me if it touches a nerve.
Free money?
No. They're dependent on the scammers to come and blow some cash. Yes, I'm being serious. Because if these guys don't have like that much money, they won't come to the
same way you can't have a skit without having money. If it costs money to shoot.
So the skit makers don't depend on this category of
says who? How do you know?
They do not, because they get endorsement from like public personalities, from like brands, from like big brands, recognizable brands.
On those who have actually made this, like the
Funny, okay, who should we dwell on?
Oh, you just talked about Funny.
Funny Bros.
Who is Funny Bros?
Someone that is driving a GLK now.
How did you get there? And I've never even heard of this guy.
He's making money from skit making. That's the thing. You don't even. So here's the thing. Yeah, even in the skit making industry, some people cut across to different audiences. In fact, everybody cut across to different audience. Like, you cannot be generally accepted as a skit maker. Yeah. Sabino's Mr. Funny is maybe, like, to a large extent, a lot of people accept him, but there are some people that don't find him funny. There's some people that don't find it funny.
I feel like people are going to come for you for this. Nobody.
And I for one, I can't remember the last time I went to the club.
Okay.
I can't remember the last time I went to the club to go and like spend money and stuff like that. So when Yemoli comes out and is saying he's making, I want facts. Not just facts. I want.
Why are you sounding like Kataife at this point? Like, why you?
Wow, you're trying. Kataife was saying that he made $50,000. Like, you know, the funny thing, there are a lot of script makers that even make way more that they don't say anything. And I will give you an instance. Yeah, there's this Emanuela and Mark Angel. These guys have been making money.
Exactly.
They've been making money.
So there has to be a process. You don't just blow like that as a skit maker for crying out loud.
People that really make the money don't even come out to say that I make so much money.
Exactly.
Pretty Mike that has been making money.
What makes him making money? Because he's carrying girls. What makes him making money?
Pretty Mike is making money. Invite him to your events. Let him come and spray money. This is where we have to stop tackling Yemoli. Thank you guys for staying with us till this time. Do not forget to join the conversation online. On YouTube, it is Diffuse, THEFUZ, and on Instagram, it is Fuse Local. All right, let's hear what you think. All right, I am not against skit makers, neither am I against nightlifers. But again, I believe that skit makers.
We should also be genuine about how we're making our money.
Yes, let's be genuine. All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us till this time. You can link up with me on social media at AB_AKYNZ.
That's right. You can also follow me on all social media platforms at _Madichi. Until next time, guys, stay fused.
Hello.
Upfront and personal, world-class business, world-class consultants.